It started the moment guests stepped off their private boats. There were no quiet vows or shy smiles. Every angle seems blocked out like a blockbuster storyboard. Security herded A-listers into place as drones hummed overhead, capturing every shimmer of satin. Even the venue choice, Venice's sacred San Giorgio Island, felt less intimate getaway and more brand launch. Lauren's old Instagram posts vanished overnight, replaced by 2 glossy Chapter 1 shots, as if the entire ceremony existed to reboot her public image. And each detail screamed strategy. Dolce & Gabbana gown, Vogue photographers on standby, even a carpet rumored to match Amazon's Seattle headquarters. Subtle? Not a chance. But that blatant pageantry was only the opening number. Hours before vows were exchanged, Reddit threads lit up. Did Bezos cut checks to fill the pews? Some users swore nobody shells out for 90 private jets unless airline miles aren't an option. Theories multiplied. Maybe no envelopes of cash changed hands, but favors, definitely. Free jets, 5-star suites, discreet stock tips, all on the table. After all, what's petty cash to the world's 3rd richest man when a viral guest list can crown him king of the cultural algorithm? One poster put it best. Even if the A-listers skipped appearance fees, they didn't pay a dime of their own. And for them, that's the same as getting paid. The whispers of incentives only grew louder once a certain Oscar winner showed up. Leonardo DiCaprio slipped onto the island, with his cap yanked so low you'd think sunshine was a federal offense. Climate crusader one day, billionaire best man photo op the next. Social media pounced. Memes spliced screenshots from before the flood beside blurry boat dock snaps of Leo clinking flutes with oil tycoons. "Save the planet for Prime members," snarked one tweet. The hypocrisy was almost poetic. Private jet carbon versus public service voiceovers. And yet there he was, hat on, head down, praying the shutter click stayed minimal. Still, if Leo's presence raised eyebrows, Anna Wintour's sudden absence raised an entire hairline. Just days before the wedding, the iron-fisted editor-in-chief of Vogue resigned. Coincidence? Maybe. But fashion forums couldn't ignore the timeline. Wintour out, Lauren in, center stage on Vogue's post-wedding cover. The magazine's photos spread practically framed that gray Amazon-esque carpet like couture. In corners of the internet, fans dubbed it Prime Day chic, a tongue-in-cheek nod to Bezos' empire. Whether Wintour walked by choice or by cringe is still unclear, but one thing was certain. Bezos and Sanchez hijacked high fashion's throne room. And critics smelled transactional fireworks all over it. And the visual spectacle didn't end with magazine covers. Lauren's bridal look set comment sections ablaze. Viewers compared her razor-sharp contour to a Kardashian template, with whispers of cat lady chic floating beneath filtered reels. Meanwhile, guests delivered their own style drama. Kim K's skin-tight ivory cling, Kylie's slightly ripped gown echoing Lauren's sleeves, Oprah in trademark rose tones, Tom Brady channeling rich Skeletor in head-to-toe black. Kris Jenner's Valentino drew both acclaim and ageist digs. Even sweet-faced Sydney Sweeney was accused of department store prom next to the couture chaos. But the fashion frenzy was just one layer of the public backlash. TikTokers tallied private jet counts like baseball cards. 90 takeoffs, thousands of tons of CO2. Redditors mocked the vows as a push notification in chapel form. One viral comment captured the mood. While seniors wonder if meds or rent come first, these elites toss $50 million on flower walls. Another user gagged over the carpet, calling it corporate break room squares disguised as luxury. Memes of Amazon delivery drones carrying wedding rings buzzed across Instagram. And every critique leveled the same core charge. This wasn't celebration. It was brand spectacle engineered to hijack our feeds. Still, Bezos and Sanchez seemed unfazed. They weren't aiming for subtle. They were auditioning for a throne. The couple's body language oozed Jackie and JFK cosplay, minus the Camelot charisma. One pundit quipped they were rehearsing royalty without the backstory. Their curated guest mix hammered the point home. Tech titans, pop divas, sports legends. Nobody from the same universe, but every face worth headlines. In the background, grinning staffers waited, palms clasped, the perfect contrast between limitless wealth and hourly wages. Viewers couldn't help thinking, if money buys everything, can it buy cultural legitimacy too? The answer seemed to hover somewhere between yes and not convincingly. Yet, even with global eyes glued, Lauren couldn't resist one last upgrade. Days after the ceremony, paparazzi lenses caught a glint on Lauren's hand. Her brand new wedding ring, triple the carat heft of her already colossal pink diamond engagement stone. Knuckle to knuckle, the gem screamed more than love. It screamed, "See me." Commenters gasped. That rock could bankroll a school lunch program for a year. Each facet felt like raw proof that critique only fuels their appetite for excess. If jealousy sells clicks, they'd mind that envy until the internet's gone dry. But that final flash of bling also punctuated an uncomfortable truth. Strip away the silk veils and drone footage, and what's left? Two ultra-wealthy people turning a personal milestone into a public product launch. The island, the carpet, the hyped-up guest list. Each element was a billboard shouting, "Watch us, validate us, buy into our myth." Meanwhile, outside the marble walls, everyday folks debate school funding and hospital bills. Maybe that contrast explains why the wedding felt less like a fairy tale and more like dystopian theater. So, was it a love story or a lifestyle pitch? You decide. But one thing's certain. When billionaires treat "I do" like an IPO, the honeymoon suite is just another soundstage. And we're all